Okay, Claude and Linda, I just wanted to follow up on the creating of the teams. And both of you are raising very good suggestions. Claude, you're totally asynchronous and you want the students to work independent of you. And then Linda, you have time if they're graduate students and you visit their sessions every once in a while. I am like Claude. I have them work independently on their own with their team. I give them the assignment. All right, so here's the teams, and this is, I've created the teams as you can see, and the students chose their own names so that they could get a sense of community. Remember, they've been working on team assignments until, of course, the project, and so that they can get to know each other's strengths, and start feeling each other out in terms of making sure they know how to work together in a team. Okay, so let's take this girl strategies. All right. Now, when I create, as you well know, because all of the both of you know how to create groups or teams. All right. When you see, let me just go back for a minute. Okay. Let me go back. So you edit the group. Of course, this is done before when you create the groups, but I just want you to see what choices you have with the teams. All right. You could create blogs. Of course, you see I created discussion board and email, a file exchange. You could create journals, Blackboard Collaborate, and wikis. You could do anything that you want here. Okay. And of course the teams. So in essence, okay, each team, so when the students come into their teams, the students see their names and they have access to collaborate. They have access to file exchange. They have access to the group discussion board. They have access to a group wiki, and they have access to sending an email to each other in the team. This is only within the team. Now, I'll give you an example. They could also they could also upload their group team assignments and group assignments, and that you'd have to create on your own. Okay, but I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. Group wiki. So let's take a look at assignment number 10. All right. So what these students have to do, because they haven't done it yet, it's due on Monday. So I just wanted you to see something brand new. Each person in the team will read whatever it is, and each person will type the draft of the first sentence of the letter, and then the teams will come to consensus as to the best response. Now, you'll notice I don't give them instructions on how to upload in a wiki because they've done this. All right, remember this is wiki number 10. If they haven't figured out how to add comments or, you know, make changes on each other, then they'll never know what to do. This is wiki number 10, and we're up to the 8th week. So they make a comment, or they put their work in a file exchange. Okay, and in that file exchange, you see what they have. They have to go back to their team. Okay, and they upload their work so that everyone in the team can see. As you can see here, only the team members can see this. No one else. And of course, I as the faculty member or you as the faculty member. All right. So they upload so they could all see the same document, so they could edit. They could do this in Google Docs if they want to take it out of File Exchange, or they could put it in Google Docs. Whatever they use. The same thing. I don't tell them to use WhatsApp. I have the assignment in Blackboard, and then they could use WhatsApp. They could use Google Docs. They could use whatever it is. But the final analysis, I want this assignment where I ask them to put it. So either in a wiki comment or in the file exchange. All right. Now, what's the point of this? Obviously, to work with each other in teams. That's my priority, getting them to work with each other. Secondly is the assignment, so that they can start critiquing each other's. This is now week 10. Wiki number 10. In wiki number 9, let me just show you instead of doing all of this talking. All right. In wiki number 9, I want to show you something. Here they are in wiki number 9. Now, here's the scenario. It's not in the textbook. This is the scenario. And after they type in comments, they click into the comments. So they type in the email. And then in pairs, I ask them to critique. And they use the same wiki. All right. So they're critiquing each other. So let's say it's Linda and I who are critiquing each other with the criteria that I've set up over here. And then they have to, in Wiki, uh, they have to also, in Wiki number 9, revise, so type the recommendations that your partner needs to make to revise the document. Base your recommendations on the checklist below, and then they will have to revise the document over again based on the recommendation of their partner. So you see how they have to work together? And then in Wiki number 10, I asked them all to evaluate, just as I showed you, evaluate each other's first sentence. This is a letter that they have to do a negative. They're saying that the scenario is that something doesn't work. What would be the first sentence? And I'm teaching them the attitude. So I want to see how they're going to open up their email, their letter. And this is the first time that they're writing an original letter. Before, they have been revising the textbooks letters or emails. Now they're creating their own, and they're critiquing each other, and then they're revising based on that. Does that help? Just let me know. And if there's something else that's further, but you both have different techniques and they're both excellent. But this is the way that I do it. And yes, I agree with you, Linda. They are not married to the group discussion board, but they have to work on the wiki, so they could do whatever it is that they want with the WhatsApp and with the excuse me, Google Doc. At some point, maybe next semester, also, excuse me, if I'm teaching the course next semester, get them to do Google Doc and get them training on Google Docs, because when they go to work, there's no such thing as wiki number 1, wiki number 2, or wiki number 3. So, but yes, Claude, I have them work independently. I do not see how they come together and what they do and the process. Okay, I'm interested in the final product, and I'm interested in the fact working together, because at the end I'm going to ask them for an evaluation, and probably even ask them to give each other a grade as to how they work together in teams. I haven't processed that one yet. All right, but anyway. So does that answer your question? And maybe it would be really nice for us to have a good discussion. Maybe we can do a Zoom meeting on working in teams. It would be really good. Okay? Thank you.